Shalom, all praise, glory, and honor to YAHAWASHI, YAHWASHI, Bashim, Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers out there that put on this truth faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep. And to you brothers and sisters tuning in, Shalom. And today we're going to go into the contradictions of Esau's depiction of the Most High, YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI, and the Son, YAHWASHI Mashiach. Now we've seen a lot of these pictures depicted during the Renaissance age, where, you know, this devil, he covered the faces of the judges, he covered the faces of the Most High, YAHWASHI, YAHWASHI Mashiach, the Son, and also the 12 tribes of Israel, and made them what? These pasty white crackers that you see right now, that is being glorified across this earth in all these churches and all these nations that think that the so-called white man, these Edomites, these hairy cave beasts, are the true image of the Most High, YAHWASHI, and the Son, YAHWASHI Mashiach, and also the chosen people, the hopeful elect of the earth, okay, the so-called white people, okay, which we know those people are us, okay, so-called Blasphemies Americans and Latinos. Now, when you look at Esau and how he depicts the Most High, YAHWASHI, and the Son, YAHWASHI Mashiach, he depicts the Most High as what? An old, weak, passive, pasty, you know, nice old man with, you know, a bunch of little naked babies around him, you know, sitting down there. In this case here, when you look at these pictures, he has even a walking stick, okay? And the way he pictures the Son, the way he portrays and depicts the Son, YAHWASHI Mashiach, as a nice, passive, smiling, blue eye, long hippie hair, love everybody type figure that's going to come back and do what? He's going to save the entire earth, no matter what you were. And particularly, he's going to save all the people that Esau likes, which is everybody else, with the exception of the true children of the Most High, YAHWASHI, which is the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. But let's go and take a look what the Bible say, what YAHWASHI Mashiach and the Most High, YAHWASHI actually looks like. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1, starting verse 12, and it reads, "And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to his foot, and girded about the paps with a golden girdle." Now, clearly right here, the picture that we use to depict YAHWASHI Mashiach is this image you see in the middle of the screen right here, okay? He's a fearsome looking Jake, okay, with a very stern features, okay? And also he wears majestic clothing that is fit for what? A king, the ruler of the universe, okay? So this is not, this is totally different from what Esau is putting out there, these blasphemous images that he's putting out there that makes YAHWASHI Mashiach look like a pedophile or look like a sodomite. And he also pictures the Most High, you know, the Almighty, YAHWASHI, as looking like an old, senile old man, something like, you know, akin to Joe Biden, sleepy Joe Biden, okay? Let's continue, and it says, his head and his hair were white like wool, and as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in the furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So he had a very, very, very heavy voice, okay? Loud voice, okay? It spoke with authority, okay? So much so that even the disciples were afraid of him when he spoke, okay? This is the reason why he even told us to go on the street and not use microphones. We don't use microphones. We use our man voice, okay? Because we are masculine, okay? YAHWASHI Mashiach was masculine, okay? Now I put a picture there of a burnt bronze that's near his feet, and you can see right here, even this picture that we use to depict, okay, YAHWASHI Mashiach, his skin tone is even lighter than what that burnt bronze looked like. That tells you that he's very, very dark, okay? Contrary to the pasty pale, cave beast-like feature that this doggone Edomite, this so-called white man, uses, okay, to entice the world into believing that he is the true power on this earth, okay? And it goes on, it says, "And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead, and he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, Fear not, I am the first and I am the last." And as he mentioned a little later on, you know, he's the Alpha and the Omega, okay? Now, this is John the Revelator. He saw YAHWASHI Mashiach in what his true form looks like, and even in the spirit, he fell down dead, because this is the awesome presence of YAHWASHI Mashiach, okay? As it describes that his countenance was as if the sun. When you take a look at the sun in the daylight like that, the sun is very strong, okay? It dwarfs everything, okay? It's so bright, it gives light to the entire earth, okay? So that's YAHWASHI Mashiach right there. So this is very different from what Esau is bringing out, okay? Because again, this man is blasphemous. He has this very sodomite, evil, wicked spirit, okay? And he puts this out there. I mean, I can't even see how these Edomites don't even, you know, obviously they haven't read the Bible, and the crap that they're teaching in church is foolishness to the point all they're looking at is just a color thing like that, and they really believe, because it gives them an excuse to be in darkness, okay? And our people, our 2/3 that are out there that are following this foolishness, okay, to be in darkness, because why? There's a nice guy that's coming back, okay? It's an old man up in heaven, and there's a nice son that's going to come back there, and he's going to shake hands with everybody and have dinner at your house, okay? This is the book of Daniel 7 and start verse 9, because we're going to go and we're going to see what, you know, we're going to take a look at what YAHAWASHI, okay, the Most High actually looks like. And it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, which is another name that they call the Most High, YAHAWASHI, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. Now take a look at these pictures here. On the top left, on the top right, what you see there is a naked looking old man, a pedophile looking man that's sitting on top of what would look to be the 4 beasts, of which we're going to go into later on to describe what those beasts really are. And they look nothing like what they have depicted in this picture. And what does he have under his arms? Little boys and little girls, okay, half naked. The pedophile image that Esau likes to portray of everything. That's why the sodomite spirit is so rampant on this earth, because why? We're being ruled over by sissy faggots, okay? These so-called white men, okay? And you look at the top left right here, you see an old man that's sitting down up there. Okay, that's supposed to be the throne of the Most High, okay? So there's no description of, okay, what you see here, which is a fiery flame around, you know, the throne, okay? And if you look at the bottom image there on the bottom left, okay, you see God's wardrobe and his image, okay? Nothing like a snow wardrobe, okay? And having a countenance, okay, that is a fire, okay, so brilliant and so bright. And having, where's the billions of angels that testify in front of him? You don't see this in these pictures, because Esau doesn't know the true, okay, the true characteristics of the Most High and the Son. Let's go into the book of Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel 1 and 26 to 28, okay, and this is going to talk about the glory of the Most High, okay, and it says, and above the firmament that was over their head was the likeness of a throne, and the appearance of a sapphire stone, and upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness of the appearance of a man above upon it, okay? So this is the throne of the Most High that descended out of heaven down to Ezekiel. And it says, and I saw the color of amber as the appearance of fire round about within it, from the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward, I saw as if it were the appearance of fire, in that brightness round about it. As the appearance of the bow that is in the cloud in the day of rain, so was the appearance of the brightness round about. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord YAHAWASHI. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard a voice of one that spake. Okay, so again, the prophet, not a prophet, falling down, okay, when they see, or in the presence of the Most High YAHAWASHI, or in the presence of YAHAWASHI Mashiach. Okay, when you take a look at these pictures, nobody's afraid of an old man. Okay, in this lower picture here, he has what appears to be a walking stick. So who's going to be afraid of that? This is the reason why you see the spirit of the people here on this earth is in that they don't have a fear of the Most High or the Son, because why? They believe that these are old. There's an old man and he has a nice son, and anything you do, they're going to accept, and they're your friends. So there's no fear. This is what Esau has created. Okay. Now, when you take a look at jasper and sardine stones, which I put up there next to the image we have as the YAHAWASHI Mashiach, you can see that these are what they're going to describe, okay, as what the Most High is, okay, the appearance of him, okay, so he's dark, okay, the Most High is dark, which you call a so-called black man, and the Son the same way too, okay. Now let's take a look here at the book of Revelations 4, verse 2, and it says, and immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one that sat on the throne. And he that sat was to look upon us like jasper and sardine stone. Take a look at it. Jasper, that's brown, and sardine stone, okay, it's very dark. So the Most High is dark with white hair. But the same thing with the Son, okay, the color of bronze, dark bronze burnt, dark black, what they would call Negroes or niggers in this kingdom, okay. And it says, and he that sat was to look upon like jasper and a sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about his throne in the sight like unto an emerald. And round about the throne was 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold. So it tells you that there is a council that's in heaven, okay, under YAHAWASHI Hamashiach and the Most High YAHAWASHI. There's a council, 24 elders, okay, sitting there clothed in what? White raiment with crowns of gold on their head. It says, and out of the throne proceedings, lightnings and thunderings of voices, and there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of the power. And before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto crystal. In the midst of the throne and round about the throne were 4 beasts full of eyes, before and behind. And the 4 beasts were like a lion, and the second beast like a calf, and the third beast like a face of a man, and the 4th beast was like unto a flying eagle. Now up here on the top right, they do kind of have these animals here, which is what this is talking about. Okay, but where are they full of eyes? There's no depiction of that. And it says, and the 4 beasts had each of them 6 wings about him, and they were full of eyes within, and they rest not day and night, saying, Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, which was and is to come. So, okay, you have these beasts that are around the throne, praying and singing and praising the Most High YAHAWASHI. Okay, not to mention the 24 elders, and not to mention there are billions of angels that are praising the Most High. So this will give you a sight, okay, of when you go into the throne of YAHAWASHI. It's a sight to see, okay? This is the book of Hebrews, okay? Because what you see here is that Esau, okay, does not have any fear of the Most High YAHAWASHI, because he is what is known as the God of this earth. And in that case, you do not want an image of the true power, okay, to be in the head of your people, okay? But it is something that we always have in our head, because why? We are the hopeful chosen elect, okay, of YAHAWASHI, okay? We understand and we know, okay, who the Most High and the Son are, okay? But the rest of these people don't, okay? Especially our 2/3 and the rest of these other tribes on this earth that follow whatever this whore tell them to do. Now, as you can see here in these other pictures here, I said I have it labeled "Son Naked in the Father's Hand." Now, this appears to be a picture. Okay, this is in the middle right, where Yahushua, after he was crucified, he's bloodied and bleeding, and he goes up to heaven, and the Most High is holding him, you know, and then somehow after he already cure him and everything like that, he's sitting out there with basically bare back or half naked, and you know they're shooting the shit. And take a look at it. Why are they holding a cross? Why are they holding a cross? Okay, son and father. Okay, why is the son naked? Okay, we describe exactly that he wears what? His clothing that he wears is that of a king. Okay, because he is the ruler. Okay, of everything. Okay, he's the one that created everything. You know, through the Father. Okay. So why would he be up there, you know, with his clothes off, okay? And him and the father, you know, he's shooting the shit like he's talking to his old man, you know what I'm saying? And this is Esau, man. This is the book of Hebrews, okay? This is the book of Hebrews 10, verse 9. It says, then said he, lo, I come to do thy will, O God. He take away the first, that he may establish a second, by the which we are all sanctified through the offering of the body of Yahushua Mashiach once and for all. And every priest standing by daily ministering and offering oftentimes the same sacrifices, which can never take away sins. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of the power, from henceforth expecting till his enemies be made his footstool. For by one offering he had perfected forever them that are sanctified. So here's the deal, okay? He died for what? The 1/3, hopefully elect of Israel. He died for his elect people, okay? Not for everybody on this earth, that John 3:16 they like to quote all the time. Okay, so he's not up in heaven. He didn't go up in heaven, you know, all bleeding up, and you know the Most High is talking to him, say, "Oh son, oh I'm gonna fix you and cure you up," and then they sit down, you know, drinking wine, and you know the throne is surrounded by these. But take a look at these pictures here, son and father, and the son and father one here, number 2, and you see here what is above, a little bird flying above them, and then there's a bunch of these little naked babies around them. I just described to you that there's billions of these angels. Okay, and some really exotic looking creature, okay, with 4 heads that are standing around this throne, and the throne is made out of fire. Okay, so how is it that you know Esau could bring these out? Okay, wouldn't his own people even read and see that this is absolute pure foolishness? And they're starting to even see that right now, but they don't understand. Okay, so let's go into 1 Peter's here. This is the book of 1 Peter's chapter 3, starting verse 21. It says, the like figure whereunto even baptism doth also now save us, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience towards the power by the resurrection of Yahushua Mashiach, who is gone into heaven and is on the right hand of the power, angels and authorities and powers being made subject unto him. So he's not up there bullshitting. He's not sitting up there bullshitting half naked in the front of the Father. Okay? He's going to be given the authority and the power, and this is his inheritance, which he's going to share, okay, with his chosen elect, okay, and with the tribe of Israel. The other 2/3 are going to come back, okay, during the reign of the kingdom, okay. So he's not up there being that, but this is the image that Esau puts out there, you know, of what he's doing. He's up there just having fun. Then he's going to come back and then he's going to get all the Edomites to go up there and go have fun with him too, you know, walking on clouds and everything like that, okay. And these people are supposed to be educated. This is the book of John 14, starting with verse 1. And it said, let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the power, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may also be. So he's talking about he's going to go and prepare a place for what? For his elect, the servants who are doing the work, the 144,000 and the 1/3 who believe in him, the ones who followed him when he was here in the flesh. Okay? And it says, where I go ye know, and the way ye know. Thomas said unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Yahushua said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man coming unto the Father but by me. So you have to be chosen by the Father, okay? Come through Yahushua in order to get, you know, to the Father, okay? But you have to be, so Yahushua is ahead of us, okay? So you have Yahawashi, you have Yahushua, you have man, which will be us, then you have woman, and then you have children. That's the order right there, okay? And this is what the kingdom of heaven is going to have, is order, okay? So this is total, what Esau is putting out there and what the scripture is saying, it's a contradictory, because the Esau is putting out something to make the Most High Yahawashi look very passive, that he's up there wasting time. Let's go to the book of Matthew 24. It's down verse 36, and it says, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the day of Noah, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be, which is what you see going on right now. Okay? So the Father knows that the day he's going to send the judgment, when he's going to send Yahushua Mashiach with the angels of heaven to come back and rain vengeance and destroy this place. Okay? And he knows that. Okay? But in the meantime, everybody on earth is partying. This is the reason why we can't get through the people. Because why? Esau's got them all asleep, okay, with the image that he's placed out there with an old man, old pasty old cracker, okay, and a young cracker with blue eyes and brown hair that looks like a hippie. So they can relate to that. He looks like a doggone, like he's out of a music band, okay, like a metal band or something, like heavy metal band. So people could relate to that if you're wicked in this kingdom, okay. Let's go into the book of Revelations 1:7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Why are they going to bail? Because suddenly they can realize, okay, man, this, you know, he looks like jasper and sardine, okay, dark like what? Burnt bronze, okay. Hey, you know, this is the so-called Negro, a nigger, okay, coming back with great power. So they are going to wail because why? They've been persecuting and oppressing and destroying his chosen people, us so-called Black Native Americans and Latinos here on this earth, okay. So they are going to wail. All these nations are going to wail, because they realize how insignificant they really are. Okay? They didn't believe the gospel that we were preaching out there when we said to them, you are absolutely nothing but spit. You other nations were created just for vanity, because why? Yahushua Mashiach could create you. That's all. We need slaves. Okay? So you're created to really be our slaves. So we're at the bottom, really playing our role, okay, to make you people feel good. And then we're going to go back into our truth, in our true form, in our true rulership, power that we are actually supposed to be on this earth. And you people are going to be beneath us, serving us for the rest of your doggone life. Okay? And that's just how it's going to be. So they are going to go, oops, we have we jacked up moment, okay, when Yahushua Mashiach come back. So he's not Jah Turkin. He's a man of war. So guess what? If the man of war, Esau spoils the earth with what? With war. Okay? He takes what he wants through what? War. Okay, those of you who serve in the military know what? Before you go into war, you do what? Planning and preparation. So that's what Yahushua Mashiach is right now in preparation, because he's going to return back to do what? Take which is what is his. Okay, this is his inheritance, which he's going to share with us. Okay, so it makes it our inheritance. Right now, we are heralding his coming by glorifying his name on the highways and the byways, and letting these people know judgment is coming real soon for y'all. Keep laughing, keep partying, okay, and keep scoffing. It doesn't matter. We don't care. This is the book of Jeremiah 51:6, and it says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord YAHAWASHI vengeance. He will render unto a recompense." So this place is going to get judged real hard. Okay, this is what's being prepared right now. So this picture, okay, is showing the Most High, and you know, it's an old weak man, and he's with his son who's got a shirt off, and you know, bullshitting with a bunch of little doggone babies around it. That is blasphemous. Okay. This is the book of Revelations 12, starting verse 7. It said, "And there was war in heaven." Now we're going to go into this next picture right here that you're going to see here. And it says, you see number 3 here in blue highlight. It says war in heaven. Now in this picture, when you take a look at this, it shows a guy with wings, with a little bat wings on like that. And he's fighting this other guy with a wing on. Okay, that's supposed to be the angel. Okay, and so this is the war that's going on in heaven. Somehow, when you look really close to it, you see this is the Most High here looking over and going, "Okay, y'all calm down now." Okay, and then up here, which is real funny when you look at the upper right of this picture here. Okay, this is number 3, war in heaven. You see what looks to be female angels that are cuddling each other like in fear. Okay, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, the guy with the horn and the wing, the devil, he's coming and he's fighting. There's a war in heaven, and and him and all the bad angels, and they're having this war," which is totally absolute BS. Let's go into Revelations 12:7. It says, "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against a dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was there a place found anymore in heaven." Now, okay, we know Esau's shadow was a serpent in the garden, and he evolved into what is now known as a dragon. Okay, there's a reason why you see everything that he does right now is in a draconian way. Okay, it's like they tell you what to do, and then they go and they start off soft speaking, and then boom, it's judgment and punishment. And then we saw that happen with what? The C-19 and just a whole lots of things. And we haven't even seen this man in his perfection as a doggone devil yet. That's to come. These people haven't seen what this man was really created for yet. But they're going to find out. Every doggone tribe on this earth is going to find out. And it says, "And the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was there a place found anymore in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. And he was cast into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him." So Esau is going to move from his lofty place. He's going to lose the war. This is a war that we are going to witness. Okay, we're going to see the technology of Esau versus YAHAWASHI Mashiach returns with the heavenly army. Or you know, and this is going to be a quick, swift defeat for Esau. Okay. YAHAWASHI is having fun with them. He could speak and destroy everything on this earth, but he's going to have fun with this, okay? Because this is what he wants to do. This is his story, okay? So we actually are going to witness this battle, okay? And Esau is going to lose horribly, all right? And he's going to be, after he's destroyed, okay, he's going to go run hiding in those caves, which we are going to go and hunt him, okay? And that's a whole different lesson, okay? We go there many times like that. But as you can see here, the devil is the so-called white man, but people can't. You know, if you don't entertain that, or if you don't understand that, then this scripture, Revelations 12:7, okay, will not make any sense to you, because you would assume that you're looking at some horn guy, and this picture here, the war in heaven, this picture put here, would make a lot of sense. This will keep you to sleep, okay? Let's look at this now. I put these other pictures out here, okay? You see it highlighted in red, and it says, "Why is God arm around a naked man?" If you take a look at this picture here, obviously that's what they use to depict Adam, okay? And we know Adam was what? YAHAWASHI Mashiach, okay? That's why he's the first. That's why he said he's the first and he's the last, okay? He's the Alpha and he's the Omega, okay? And we know, and this is what Esau created, what they call God, okay? They touching fingers, and around God, the Most High, okay? And according to Esau's views, okay, he has a bunch of doggone naked babies and boys around him, and in particular in this picture, if you look really close, he has his arm around this naked guy. Okay, see sodomy and fucking this, man. You can't make this up. Okay, you can't make this up. This is offensive. Take a look at this purpose of what's the purpose of these two fingers touching? Now we know this man. What this man is fascinated with asshole, and he's fascinated with doggone dicks. Okay, the so-called white man is fascinated. He has dick envy of the fucking the so-called black man, because why? Everybody knows. Okay. What the deal is with that shit, all right? And this man is obsessed with dick and asshole, and he's obsessed with asshole. He's a passive pedophile, man, a faggot, a sodomite, okay? And if you take a look at the bottom here, it says, why is Satan naked in a butt-breaking stance? Take a look at this. This is the bottom, at the bottom right. Take a look at it. That's supposed to be Satan with the bat wings on. And he's standing behind who they call Jesus, okay? Naked with his dick to his butt. I mean, come on, man. Seriously. Okay, we could bring up many scriptures which talks about the condemnation, okay, of homosexuals and sodomites, okay? So why would Yahawashi Mashiach allow this? Okay, so this is Esau's fantasy here, because Esau loved to be held behind by another man. Okay, that's the Edomite man. Okay, they're all closet homos. Okay, so a lot of you damn women hook up with these men. Understand, these are closet homos, man. Okay, and we can see. Let's go. This is the book of Isaiah 3 and 9. It says, the shore of their continents doth witness against them, and they declare the sin of Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. They ain't hiding it right now. They're not even hiding it. They're putting it in the schools. It's in the curriculum. There's a special month to it. Because why? That's the spirit of what we are, a spirit on this earth. A sodomite spirit. Okay? So we go into this, and we, as we knew about that, the temptation that was in the desert there with Yahawashi Mashiach, okay, and that was pursuing of Matthew 4, chapter 4, verse 1 to 12, okay, which go in great detail with that, okay. Now, if you're a 2/3, okay, which especially when you see the Northern Kingdom, they glorify this so-called white God in Jesus' image, okay, and then the 2/3 of Israel, and then the rest of the earth does. They really believe this crap, okay. So let's go into the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, verse 3, and it says, but if our gospel be hid, it is said to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world had blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the power, God, should shine unto them. So if you weren't chosen, you were never going to understand this. And we are woken up in order, okay? Some of us are woken up 4 decades later, 5 decades later, maybe even 6 decades later, or even 7 decades later, because Yahawashi Mashiach would allow you to experience the wickedness of this earth. So there's no doubt in your mind who the devil is. There's no doubt in your mind of who's evil, okay? Because you would have gone through an experience that managed to actually live. Why? Because you've been preserved to come into this truth. And you will stand firmly and swiftly, Lord willing, okay, against all this bullshit. But if you're not chosen, then you believe that this old cracker sitting in the chair here with happens to have a little kid on his lap, okay, probably with an erection with this picture here, okay, is the God of the Bible, okay. Clearly these people don't read, okay. You think that this man that has a smiley face here, pasty skin, okay, happens to have the sun behind him, but yet still we know in real life these people cannot stand in the sun more than 20 minutes, okay. Is a son who they call Jesus, okay. You think that they'll tell you that this is the son of the Bible, okay. See, notice he has a heart right here and a cross around his neck, and he has a heart, meaning what? He loves everybody and everything, especially if you're beginning with the Edomites and all these other nations, okay. Hey, screw the true Hebrew Israelites, which is the so-called Black Native Americans and Latinos, okay. But you can worship him, okay. They'll think that everybody will say this is the devil, guy with a fork, red, in some underground cabin, where when you die, you go down there and he stick a fork into you, stick his dick in you, and you roast you around forever and ever and ever, molest you for eternity, okay? They'll think that these are angels, okay? Who are chubby, fat eunuchs, okay? Look like doggone women, all right? Like that, the scripture will make it very clear that if you ever see an angel, in their form, you drop dead. They're horrific to look at, okay? You drop dead. And we see many passages in the scriptures, okay, regarding that. All right, they are fearsome warriors. All right, cherubs, one of the most, when you think about cherubs, I mean, cherubs are mighty. Okay, they're not these little babies right here that Esau depicts right here. These are some scary looking doggone angels. They're even scary looking than what they call the regular angels. Okay, these are different kind of angels. All right, you have hell. You would think that you go and you die and you go into this lake of fire. Okay, the lake of fire is going to be Great Babylon, America, United States of America. Okay, the continent of America is the lake of fire. All right, and heaven is not a place in the clouds where somehow you are going to have the body where you're going to be able to walk on the clouds. No, there are going to be men who are going to be able to walk on the clouds, but those are going to be men, okay, who are going to be given that power from Yahawashi, okay, Yahawashi Mashiach. Those are the 144,000 who will have those kind of power. But the rest of you people are going to be on this earth, okay, walking and working as slaves, okay? So I wanted to bring this up because I wanted to educate those who are new into this. I know this will be entry level scriptures and entry level, things for, lesson for those, Aquats and Akiam who out there and who've seen it maybe 1,000 times. But there might be somebody who's new right now coming into the truth, and I wanted to bring it, in a more visual way so that you could see a comparison between what is really true according to the scripture and what is false according to this Edomite Esau, the so-called white man, who is a sodomite, okay, or a sissy or faggot, okay, if you want to use street terms, okay, who basically glamorizes, okay, sodomy here in Great Babylon and across this earth. Okay, so Lord, when you edify, I'd like to close it by giving all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, also to your brothers that are putting on this truth, faithfully, feeding the sheep.